All right, February 8th, we're going to do a big stat pack here. Let's have a look at the entire league. Got Mario Lemieux sitting at 99 points, 61 goals, 53 games played. He's on a good pace here. Sergei Fedorov just scored his 50th goal. It took him 55 games. Still very respectable, 94 points. He's only 5 points behind Lemieux. And then we got his line mates, Gordie Howe, Steve Yzerman right behind him. And then Lemieux's line mate Yager, 78 points. He's creeping up. Expect him to finish. It'll be interesting to see if he could pass any one of these guys. Well, let's see. And you got Pavel Bure, 74 points, having a great year. Sedin, Yash, and Phil Kessel's missed a few games. He got hurt, but he's right there. And McGillney, 62 points. John Leclerc, Daniel Sedin, Maurice Richard, Eric Lindros. Well, goal scorers. So here's where it's interesting. You can see kind of the league is kind of the top scorer, Alexei Yashin, 38 goals. He's having a great year. And then you got Howe, Bure, Leclerc, McGillney, Kessel, Richard. A lot of 30-goal scorers. Esposito, Bondra right there. Gretzky right there. Hejduk, Bossy. You can kind of see how 30, 34, 38 here is the watermark. But then you got Sergei Fedorov, who's at 50, who's a full 12 goals clear of the next scorer, the leading scorer in the league. And then you got Mario Lemieux at 61. He's 11 goals ahead of Fedorov. So the goal scoring wise, impressive what Yashin and these guys are doing, but Fedorov's having an amazing season. And then goals-wise, he's getting even beaten by Lemieux. Lemieux's been on a goal-scoring rampage. He's got an outside shot of Gretzky's 92. I mean, I don't know. That's going to be tough, but it's not like I'm going to play all the games for him either. But his personal best was 85, so I definitely think if he plays all 82 games, he's going to have a shot at that at least. Look at the point assists. Yager and Yzerman already 60 assists. Yager right about there too. Henrik Sedin. Pasternak there. Oh, Coffee. Oh, plus minus leaders. Fedorov, Yzerman, Howe, Lemieux, Murphy, Yager. It's all Detroit and Pittsburgh. The top penalty leaders. McGrattan, Shelley, Kasparaitis, Larocque, all the goons. McSorley squared. What game winners? Lemieux with 9, Fedorov with 9. How about Amante, Chichu, Gallagher, Kovalev, Hornquist having a good year for the Preds too. Power play goals. Lemieux, Kessel, Datsuk, Howe, Fedorov. There you go. This is where Yashin's been making up for it too. All right, let's check out the defense. Bobby Orr, still leading scorer. Lidstrom tied him now with points. Coffee's right there. Bork, Edmonton Coffee. Orr's 19 goals, putting him ahead. He's got a nice little cushion on the rest of the guys. And Ray Bork for Colorado's having a great year too. There's already a lot of 10-goal scorers. Hey, Justin Falk's got 10 goals. Steve Smith for the Oilers too. Jeff Brown, Kenny Johnson. He's getting the playmaking. Oh, Lidstrom, 43 assists. And Coffee, 5th. These are basically, setting up their big lines. Detroit's big lines got tons of goals. And then same with Pittsburgh's top line. They got tons of goals too. So these guys picking up a lot of assists. Oh, Mark Howe's right there. Doughty too, having a good year. Here you see Orr. Look at the goalies. Okay, here's the win leaders. So these guys are all rocking. Only Sawchuk, the guy at 910. He's got the best save percentage out of all these guys in the top scorer winners. Goals against 2.8. That's right in the middle of the pack for Sawchuk. Who's got the best? 2.7, Glenn Hall. And the worst? Barrasso. Gives up a lot of goals. He's been playing better lately. Parent too, gives up a lot of goals. And Luongo. Who's got the shutouts? How about point leaders? Barrasso. No shutouts? Oh, right here. Sawchuk 5 shutouts too here. Alright, let's have a look at the team standings. Alright, Central Division. Detroit, of course, running away with it. Chicago pretty much in that second spot. They got a 12-point lead on St. Louis. And then you got St. Louis, Nashville, Dallas, and Colorado all fighting for that wild card. 55 points has it right now. And the Pacific, you got the Canucks, sort of comfortable lead. Winnipeg and Edmonton. Edmonton's been coming on a little bit. They might have an opportunity to overtake Winnipeg for that spot. Interesting to see there. LA, you can see holding on to the wild card. Calgary, surprisingly, 8 points out of the playoffs, but I don't think any of these 4 teams are going to make it. They're pretty much done skis. I've already made some trades to weaken their rosters, but they're still doing their thing. So it's pretty much between the Central. Even LA's not safe on the other side. Yeah, they're not safe. 56 points. They can get got too. You know the top 3 are going to make it, so. Over the Atlantic, you got Tampa Bay still on top, 72 points. Then you got Boston, Montreal tied. Toronto, Buffalo, and then Ottawa. Look at that, just 3 points out. Yashin kind of carrying them. If he can get them in the playoffs, man, he'd definitely be Hart Trophy candidate. Quebec's only 6 points out. That's not technically too far out yet. Hartford way out. They're done. Just to see what happens here. Buffalo needs to get healthy. They got 3 players on the mend. LaFontaine. Well, we'll check that out later, but LaFontaine, Turgeon, who they just traded for, and Howard. In the Metro, Pittsburgh, well comfortable. They had a long winning streak, 25-game winning streak that was snapped by Boston in overtime. Adam Oates, overtime winner. But they're kicking ass. Rangers kind of coming on, 69. They've added Pat Verbeek. Philadelphia, 64. So they're in. And then you got Washington. Carolina's dropped just a little bit. Devils are right there too. It's the wild card again. 62. So 59, 56 is technically still there. So these guys are still good. New Jersey's still good. Islanders and Columbus are pretty much done. Columbus for sure. Islanders, it would take a lot for them. A quick look at the league. There's your league standings. Tampa Bay right there. Where's Philly? Philly's 9th. Goals for Pittsburgh and Detroit, Vancouver, 4. Yeah, these are the 4 teams I use the most, so. Reason why Edmonton I'm going to start using more too. And I'm going to jump in some other games that look pretty fun to use. So let's go to the power plays. My God. Detroit and Pittsburgh clicking at almost 45%. Got Vancouver at 31. 31. So it looks like power plays are doing really good this year. What about the shorty percentages? Ooh, Edmonton dead last. Philadelphia right there. Same with Pittsburgh. Ah. It's interesting. So see what happens. We got trade deadline coming up. February 20th is the date that I picked. It should be right here. So we're very close. About another, each team's got about 5-6 games left. By then it's going to say, all right, well, who's in and who's not. There's definitely some rumors out there. We'll see what happens. It'll be very interesting down the stretch here. There's a quick look again. Lightning. That wild card is what you got to watch in the East. Because you look at this division here, there might only be 3 teams that make it out of the Metropolitan. And then positioning, you know, those teams are all within striking distance. The Rangers are starting to move ahead a little bit, but if they lose a couple in a row, they're right there. Oh, same with these guys. Anything can happen still. It's still up for grabs. And on the West, Nashville, surprisingly, they got a sick defense, and I added Paul Kariya to their team about a month or so ago. So they're rolling along. And then right here too. Yeah, we'll see what happens.